Have you ever noticed someone who knows every detail about their friends, their worries, their relationships, their dreams, but when it comes to themselves, they share almost nothing? You know everything about everyone around you, but they know almost nothing about you. That is not just a personality quirk. It says something deep about how you process connection, safety, and self worth. Let's break down the real psychology behind why you know everything about your friends, but they know nothing about you. 1. The caretaker identity. Psychologists say some people learn very early that love is earned through being useful. If you grew up in a home where your feelings were ignored, but your help was welcomed, you adapted. You became the listener, the fixer, the one who asks questions and never needs answers. Not because you don't have feelings, you simply learned that your role was to hold other people's feelings, not your own. 2. Vulnerability feels like a trap. Research shows that people who grew up in unpredictable environments often develop what's called hypervigilance. That means their brain is always scanning for danger. Sharing personal information feels risky. What if they judge you? What if they use it against you? So you redirect. You ask about them instead. It keeps you safe. It also keeps you invisible. 3. The intimacy imbalance. There is a concept in psychology called asymmetric disclosure. It means one person in a relationship shares far more than the other. Psychologists say this imbalance often feels comfortable to the person sharing less because they feel connected without feeling exposed. You get the warmth of closeness, but you never hand anyone a weapon. It feels like intimacy, but it is intimacy with a wall around it. 4. Knowing others is how you stay in control. Research shows that gathering information about others gives people a quiet sense of power and predictability. If you know what your friends are going through, you can anticipate, prepare, and respond. You're never caught off guard. But sharing your own life, that means accepting that you cannot control how people respond to it. And for someone who fears losing control, that is terrifying. 5. You were taught that you are too much. This one goes deep. Many people who stay private were told at some point, directly or indirectly, that their emotions, their problems, or their needs were too much for others to handle. Psychologists call this emotional dismissal. Over time, you stopped offering your inner world to people. Not because you don't have one, you simply stopped believing it was welcome. Here's the reframe. The person who knows everything about their friends but shares nothing is not cold. They're not secretive. They are someone who learned that caring for others was the safest way to belong. They built their identity around being needed, being reliable, being the one who holds space. That takes an incredible amount of emotional intelligence. The only missing piece is learning to let someone hold space for them, too. If this sounded like you, that awareness is already the first step. You are allowed to be known. You are allowed to take up space in your own relationships. If you want to understand yourself and the people around you on a deeper level, subscribe to this channel. We break down real human behavior every week. No jargon, just the truth about why people do what they do.